What a mob, what a show.
Gentlemen, please introduce yourself to the listening audience in full living color today.
As you listen to your stereo, on the right is
Steven Tyler.
and on the left is Joe Perry.
Did you do that?
Oh, you guys are great. This is going to be such a fun interview. We are going to have some fun today. We want to take your calls, 876-FN92. We've been talking about these guys. They're going to be here. They're finally here. It's a lot of fun, so give us your calls. This is Aerosmith. 92 KOMP with Aerosmith, and right when we did that, my batteries went dead in my headset.
In his thing, ladies and gentlemen.
Honest to
his
God,
batteries went dead in his
the
thing.
The batteries broke. I'm sorry. This is 92 KOMP. I hate to have all these interruptions. We're talking with the Aerosmith boys, and it's so good to have you here. We talked so much about it, and we were so excited about having you here, and it's a lot of fun. We're going to play some records and talk about the old times and what's going on now and what's going on up ahead and all that kind of stuff. First of all, welcome to Las Vegas.
Thanks.
And it's great to have you here. You guys look great. I mean, you really look good. I just want to say you look fantastic.
Well, you know, it's better to look good than feel good.
You bet. You do. And you just, I don't know. It's,
and I stayed up all night just to look good for you today.
You bet. Well, we're trying. Got some people peering around here. I got a weird idea to do the interview today. I've done so many of these things. And they sent me these little funny... You guys out there listening, this is great. What they do with these rock people these days. They have little tiny bios all about them and what they like. And we're going to try to put these together, all right? Yeah. Which one of you guys likes The Right Stuff, Them, and The Original Thing? Now, which one?
I think that's me.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Scuba diving, motorcycles, fast cars, that's avoiding police, playing the horses, and blondes. That's got to be Joe.
That's me. On the money.
Yeah, all right. Well, it's good to have everybody back together. We're going to play some more Aerosmith tunes, and anything you guys want to say to Vegas while you just get relaxed in here and kick your shoes off and get ready to play some records?
Just you old cronies out there that last time you saw us might have been 5 or 6 years ago. Get out of your house, get away from the TV, leave the Pampers behind.
Can you recall when was the last time you played here? Is that memory still fresh?
We played, without Joe Perry and Brad Whitford, I don't know, 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
Jeez.
This band hasn't been here for 6, 7 years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks a little different now, doesn't it?
But we got a great facility. I mean, it's not one of those giant echo chambers, and there's no fire-breathing panda bears, and it's just ass-kicking rock and roll.
We can't wait. I really can't wait to see it tonight.
I got to tell you, this one concert, get out of your house.
You bet. We'll be there.
Turn the cable off.
Get in the wind, man, because you're going to feel it tonight.
You got it. This is 92 KOMP. We're talking with Aerosmith.
We are going to rock your tits off.
All right. Can you say that on the radio? I don't know.
I don't know.
You just did.
Yeah, okay. Say it one more time just to make sure.
We're going to rock your ass and your tits right off your chest, baby.
All right. There we go. I'll tell you. We're going to listen to an old song and then come back. And I'm not going to deliberate a long time on, the old days. But a couple things I think a lot of people really want to know what went on back in those days. And let's get an inside view of it. So we're going to play one of my favorite songs from way back then. This is 92 KOMP with Aerosmith live in Las Vegas. 92 KOMP with Aerosmith. It's Too Bad. One of those old good songs. Yeah. It's good to hear that. Well, while we're in that musical interlude, someone brought by a Domino's pizza and some Coca-Cola, and I may note it's classic Coke, so you know where this interview is coming from. This is 92 KOMP. I'm Scott Jameson talking with Aerosmith today. It's so good to have you guys here, and
this is Dr. Ruth. Where are you really coming from? Your
we are coming from. Now be nice. Now be nice. Be nice. You don't want to get me. You don't want to get me thrown in jail here again.
Okay,
remember what happened last time we talked? Okay.
Oh, come on, that was on the phone in privacy.
I'll tell you. What was it like back in 1971 in Boston, sharing one room together and, quote, eating a lot of brown rice and soup? Were those the lean years, you guys? I mean, or what?
Oh, God, were they lean. Well, I'll put it to you this way. That was a crossover between doing clubs, 4 sets a night. The owner's telling us, quit playing that crap because the kids can't dance to it. And we just started writing our own stuff, and the kind of stuff we were playing, like Train Kept a Rolling.
Yeah.
I guess you couldn't disco to it,
What were you playing in the clubs before you started writing your own songs and then, getting a record deal and
the
that
Yardbirds type things, and naturally we didn't play any Stones stuff because let me see, just
all the natural covers that would be.
A lot of blues stuff, a lot of stuff that wasn't like, we didn't play I don't think we ever played Cinnamon Girl or anything like that,
Cinnamon Girl.
nothing that they wanted to hear. We didn't look at the playlist and go, "Oh, this is the hits this week, so we're gonna learn it."
Yeah. Speaking of hits, were you ever cognizant of that kind of stuff? I mean, when the hits did start coming, did you really pay attention to it? Where before you never worried about it, but when Dream On, all of a sudden it was a top 10 hit here in the country, and you guys must have been, flabbergasted. Did you pay more attention to it when you were up there a lot, or,
We never really paid attention to the hits. We were never a singles-oriented band, quote-unquote.
No.
We just put an album out of the songs that we wrote that year or that month or that week, and if there was a single on it, it was always picked by them.
Yeah, I was looking at the list of maybe it's in the biography of what singles were released, and I think I have one of them.
Yeah,
I just don't even. I'm amazed at the amount of singles we had out there, and we didn't even know what they were releasing as far as the singles go. We were like so into the live show, and touring, and doing the albums that,
Boy, after 1971 and the early 70s, I guess the tour years for you guys, the 2 or 3 years that you really, were constantly on the road. It had to be about 73, 74, around
75.
75. We were talking off mic before. I graduated from high school back in 1975, and man, I'll tell you, Walk This Way and Sweet Emotion, those were just, such big songs back there. And it always seems, no matter what, you're on the road. We're thinking, how can these guys record a record and write new songs and work out new things, and they're always on the road, but boy.
Because that's where life starts for us.
Yeah.
It's like, you got used to it in the beginning, and it's just like, like that's our living room up there on stage.
Yeah.
Believe it or not. Yeah. After the second song.
Yeah. First song, it's like, what town are we in? Then after that, it's home,
So how was it taking success back there in 75 and 76 with just great records and selling everywhere and selling out and everything you did?
We never gave it much thought. We just rolled right along with it, We just kept, we were constantly on the road, and that's why, quoted as being a people's band, because we constantly toured 9 months, and then we'd break for an album and then go back on the road and support that. And we just always played. I think we played every state in the United States 7 times, 8 times.
Amazing. That's great.
And then, never mind, Germany, Sweden, France,
Japan,
England, Japan. So it was nuts. It became a way of life.
Yeah.
And it still is. And we love it.
And you bet. And we're going to all see it tonight at the Thomas and Mack, and it's going to be a great show. I can't wait for this show tonight. We just got some real good news about the concert inside the radio station here, and I'll tell you about that later. But we are really thrilled to have you guys here. And if we can hold on to you for a little while, I'm just getting going. We're going to play another song from the new album, and I'm going to load up my coffee cup here, and so you guys stay tuned. This is 92.3 KOMP, Southern Nevada's concert leader, and we're here with Aerosmith rocking out. This is their new one here. It's, what is it? Who cares what time it is?
It's 7.
92 KOMP, Southern Nevada's concert leader tonight in town, Aerosmith, and Let the Music.
You're a lot of breath. I can't believe it. That song did it to you, didn't it?
Oh, it was great.
Let's be honest.
Let the Music. I'll tell you, I heard that. I was in Arizona back in 1979. Let the music do the talking. And I said,
love it.
Percy, it's here again. It was great. Good to hear it one more time. You were talking, you didn't know that much about Aerosmith's single releases. You really didn't care because you toured and you were on the road. Apparently, America did. It says here, as the year comes to a close, Walk This Way from the group's third album is released as a single. 18 months after the album's released, Walk This Way becomes Aerosmith's second American top 10 single. Dream On also cracked the top 10, so whether you weren't really aware of it, you guys were incredible. Now, I underline this part. This is weird. We're up to about 1977, by the way, if you're counting. You guys worked in a converted convent dubbed the Cenacle in Armonk, New York.
Yeah.
Please fill me in. I don't know what the hell that means.
It was a castle. It used to be somebody's mansion that they had added on to, and it was a place where there was a nunnery. Nuns go to get nunned, and they rented it out to us for 2 months. And the record plant built a studio in there, and it's on 60 acres of land, and that's where we recorded and Draw the Line. And it was just 2 months of lunacy. We just we'd wake up around 6 o'clock at night and record and ride our motorcycles through the living room, and we all had guns with us, and we'd go out shooting in the middle of recording, and it was There's a huge,
castle.
It was a massive place
place
with little tiny rooms because for all the nuns, they just needed one little cubicle for themselves.
Hey, what more does a nun need? Come on, let's be honest with each other.
We all know what a nun needs.
That's right. And she ain't getting none. Only kidding. Anyway, we've got another song here. This is by the request of... Who requested this?
I did.
Stephen requested this song. So
This
he
is
wanted...
what it's going to sound like in the front
why don't you
row
introduce this? Oh, the front row. Anybody got front row tickets out there?
Marissa does.
Yeah, okay. Boy,
Marissa's going to be right up there.
This is what it's going to sound like. We're talking live with Joe Perry and Steven Tyler from Aerosmith. Listen. Yeah. What do you guys think, huh? All right. 92.3 KOMP. That's live, bootleg, and chip away the stone. And we're talking with Joe Perry and Steven Tyler of Aerosmith right here in Las Vegas, KOMP, in concert tonight. And any secrets to let out about the show tonight? Not secrets, but I mean maybe something that somebody who's going to see the show, which would expect to see, isn't going to see.
I just got to say that, Aerosmith is a rock and roll band, 2s and 4s.
Like you just heard.
Balls
to the wall.
Yeah.
And you don't know what's going to happen because there's like so much... we don't know what's going to happen tonight because that's how we have the stage set up and that's how we just leave plenty of room for us to run. And that's it, because we go wild and that's it. You can hear it.
We feed off the audience, so whatever, whatever.
Speaking of audiences and tours, tell us a little bit about the Back in the Saddle tour, what that was all about, how it came about, and how much fun you had.
Well, we just gotten together, looked in each other's eyes after a few years, and sparks started flying around the room, and we said, listen, how many groups get a chance to make it big time? Let's get the hell back out there.
Yeah.
So we did it.
We really missed being rocking out together, I got it out of my system doing the project, and, I miss being back with the gang, we were together for, 10 years at that point when I left, and hey, coming back, it was great. And we wanted to make sure we were there, before we did a record and all that. We wanted to make sure we were right. And feeling right for us is feeling right on stage. Then we went in and kicked ass in the studio.
All right. Joe, if there was one thing that you learned about doing the project, what would it be?
Let me see. The waitresses always look better after the second or third Jack Daniels.
You mean 5 beer wonders? Come alive, baby. Come alive.
That's what I learned.
Yeah. Good. Well, it's you sound like everything is very harmonious. I mean, it's really good to see. I'm glad everything's going good. And if we're back in the saddle, might as well play it, huh?
We'll be back in the saddle.
Tonight in Las Vegas. Don't you miss it now. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. 92.3, the original rocker. Yeah. 92 KOMP, and we are speaking with Aerosmith today. The concert is in town tonight, and we were just talking to somebody on the phone. Go down there and get your tickets. They're going fast.
We're
get them.
Talking to a lunatic says, "Well, I don't have a ticket. We'll go down and buy one, mofo."
Jeez, this is strange. Let's briefly tell what happened at that strange phone call. Some of this stuff in radio you never see, you never imagine.
My father teaches music.
Some guy called in from Las Vegas, and Steven's father must teach
at Cardinal Spellman High School in the Bronx.
Cardinal Spellman High School in the Bronx, and lo and behold,
to be here in Las Vegas, pulling some arms and probably pulling his pud.
And his dad said he gave him an A. So that can't
A
be
for
true.
Aerosmith.
That's right. Well, we're just about halfway through talking to Aerosmith and their discography and what everything they've done. 1978, you had the big California Jam. And then the Beatles was the Villain Band, all right? And you did that rollicking live version of Come Together. Mm-hmm. What were those days like? That was kind of fun.
Very,
At least
very
it
nuts.
seemed like it was. You tell me.
Well, dipping in and out of consciousness a lot.
Oh, yeah?
It was fun. It was great. Going out into Hollywood and playing movie star for 3 days made us realize why we didn't want to do it then.
Well, we were called into the studio, and George Martin, the Beatles...
Right.
The Beatles... Producer came in and said, well, I want to hear this version. And he was going to work on it with us. We played it one time for him. He said, that's it.
Yeah.
Was it?
That's
we
it.
kept on asking him, do you want to hear anything else? Am I doing okay? This is George Martin, their producer,